What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. It's time for week 2 of Fyter Fest, an event headlined by the Painmaker versus arch rival Eddie Kingston in a barbed wire everywhere death match. Not forgetting the shark cage above. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at this week's Dynamite, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Summerslam TV14, Seth says a Shield reunion will never happen, Edge is bringing back an old gimmick, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Now as always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Brody King is a beast. A Brody King versus Darby Allin was just what it needed to be, a match pitting an underdog babyface against a ferocious monster and ultimately losing. As popular as Darby Allin is, he should not be beaten by big men except on special occasions where an opponent greatly underestimates him or is presented as a fluke. That's part of the reason AEW has struggled to get big men like Lance Archer and Brian Cage over. They've jobbed them to smaller opponents, making them look weak and creating unrealistic scenarios for fans. Of course, there was more to the match than Darby getting destroyed. It was about the House of Black's campaign to use Darby to call out his mentor Sting. However, that's only the beginning of what looks to be a three-dimensional storyline. Number 2 is Miro joining Sting or Malachi Black. And the next piece in the House of Black Sting puzzle is what role Miro is playing. Is the Redeemer going to side with the baby faces or join with the heels? AEW has skillfully set the table for what could be an exciting trios feud with Sting, Darby and Miro joining forces, or could it get into an unexpected direction as Miro, possibly even Darby Allin, align themselves with House of Black? Number 3, Anna Jay turns heel. Anna Jay's heel turn was as refreshing as air conditioning as for anyone dealing with sizzling summer heat. And boy did it get hot in the UK. Anna Jay's escape from the career-crushing black hole known as the Dark Order was long overdue. Anna Jay may not be a standout in the women's division yet, but she has potential. Her heel turn gives her a chance to step in the ring and work in a high-profile faction, i.e. the Jericho Appreciation Society. It also leaves things open in the air for renewing her tag team with Tay Conti. Number 4, good barbed wire match. Our last night's main event was good despite the competitors wrestling very gingerly in order to avoid getting sliced and diced on television, but we don't blame them for that. Although a barbed wire match belongs on pay-per-view, this was a good bout and surprisingly left the door open for another battle between Jericho and Eddie Kingston. AEW also did well by preserving the Painmaker's undefeated record, which, with any luck, will make an eventual win over him seem extra special. Number 5, a terrific twist. And while Jungle Boy's return was a bit of a surprise, the big surprise was when Luchasaurus rejoined his tag team partner, leaving Christian confused and looking for the nearest exit. Although Luchasaurus' partnership with Christian may have seemed confusing for fans used to seeing him and Jungle Boy together, that was probably part of the big plan. In light of AEW's track record of following storylines up, we're confident that things will be explained in the weeks ahead. If not, we'll certainly call out AEW for a major plot hole. Number 6, good Gun Club promo. And make sure you're sitting down for this one because we're ready to give props to the Gun Club for a good promo. Billy Gunn has always been good on the mic, but up until now, Colton and Austin Gunn have shown no sign of life. The factions heeled at could be the thing that gets him out of the opening bouts and occasional mid-card moments into something prominent. And number 7, Danhausen, so bad that he's actually good. Danhausen is a reminder of why pro wrestling is a world of its own. On paper, Danhausen's gimmick reeks of wrestle crap, but somehow the goofball makes things work. It's often been said that a good wrestling show and or card is something for everyone, and somehow Danhausen is that sensation that's so bad that he's actually good. But that was a good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Adam Page's career is fading fast. Fans must be speculating why Hangman Adam Page is stuck in the career abyss known as the Dark Order. Page should be doing something more than aligning himself with these not-so-lovable losers against perennial curtain jerkers, the Butcher and the Blade. If Anna Jay can escape the Dark Order, why can't Adam Page? Number 2, where's Wardlow? And we understand there's only so much room for many stars on Dynamite and Rampage, but why isn't AEW capitalizing on the fans' love affair with the current TNT champion? Wardlow doesn't have to wrestle, and AEW could have inserted a hype video or brief promo just to put him over. Number 3, why is Smart Mark taking up time on Dynamite? A Smart Mark Sterling is a capable performer, but in the grand scheme of things, he's no superstar and is a talent who at best belongs on Rampage. While AEW feels the need to constantly put him in other opening acts such as Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison on Dynamite is baffling, because there's so many other stars who've shown they have the talent to grow. If AEW wants to continue booking Rampage as a B show, it's time to move the B teams over there. Number 4, another key crisis. The goofy shark cage gimmick that kept the Jericho Appreciation Society from interfering got even goofier when Tay Conti took the key from Ruby Soho and fumbled with the lock, apparently having taken the wrong key. As bad as that was, things only got worse when the heels squeezed their way through the bars, effectively defeating the purpose of the cage. Yeah, we get it, this is Shark Week on Discovery, but this isn't the first time a key has led to a crisis. You may recall the last man standing match between Reigns and Kevin Owens at 2021's Royal Rumble that featured a hilarious spot where Heyman struggled to get Roman out of the handcuffs and beat a 10 count. Now there was nothing downright ugly on the show, although Tay Conti's key crisis came close, as Fyter Fest was an exciting special edition of Dynamite. AEW paced Dynamite well as it gave fans time to breathe after bouts like Brody King vs Darby Allin and the confrontation between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. As cliched as it may sound, last night's Fyter Fest had something for everyone and was the type of show that held your interest throughout the night. Although we've kind of had enough of the Blackpool Combat Club vs Best Friends matches. But that was our quick review of Dynamite. What did you guys think of the show last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now first we looked at SummerSlam set for a TV14 rating. Atop in the news today is conflicting reports concerning whether SummerSlam will be rated TV14. Wrestling Inc. recently reported that it looked like Peacock was changing the upcoming premium event from its normal TV PG rating to TV14. However, Wrestling Inc. later clarified, by Wednesday evening the rating that accompanies the listing for the event on Peacock app had been updated to TV PG. Now you may recall the rumors that USA Network had changed Raw's TV rating from TV PG to TV 14, leading to fans wondering what this could mean for the Red brand's content. As we've noted before, there's no official distinction between what constitutes TV PG and TV 14, which means the WWE could air similar content with what has aired for the last few years yet rate it TV 14. It's also been reported that it's unclear when this change will happen. Now keep in mind there's some confusion about when and if the change could be implemented. The Wrestling Inc. report noted that there are no plans for SmackDown's ratings to change from its current status as TV PG. In the meantime, be sure to check our videos where we analyze whether the TV 14 rating can restore the WWE to its former glory. Next up, Seth says the Shield reunion will never happen. Our fans looking for a Shield reunion will be disappointed to hear what Seth Rollins recently remarked about the likelihood of he, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose putting the band back together. Rollins talked with Digital Spy about the chances for a Hounds of Justice reunion, saying, "I can't say that, and maybe this might come back to bite me at some point, but I just don't think you're ever gonna see the three of us team up ever again. It wouldn't look the way you want it to look. It wouldn't be the old days in the Shield, it would be a different animal." The Visionary noted how much things have changed since the Shield first formed. "I think we're all just two big stars with two big personalities at this point. We needed each other back then, and now none of us need the other one. We're at a point where we're all the standalone stars on a different level, so to kind of minimize that to fit into each other's molds, I just don't see it ever happening again." Rollins said the most likely way the WWE Universe will ever see a Shield reunion will be at a Hall of Fame ceremony. All three superstars are future Hall of Famers as their collective work as the Shield. Do you think the Shield will ever reunite in the ring? Let us know in the comments down below. And is the Rated R superstar returning? And last but not least, the WWE has been teasing Edge's return for several weeks now with vignettes featuring various artifacts from Edge's career, such as a denim shirt that harkens back to his feud with Mick Foley, an RKO t-shirt that evolves his feud with Randy Orton, and several others. Now, as rumors continue to grow that Edge will return to Raw at the 25th July show in MSG, fans are hearing new rumors as to what incarnation of Edge we'll expect back in the ring. Brian Alvarez recently answered a fan's question about which version of Edge to expect back. I think they've already got Rated R Superstar merch, so I'm pretty sure that he's returning as the Rated R Superstar. Now what that means as a babyface or as a heel, I don't know. I don't think he's coming back to Judgment Day, especially because he left Judgment Day. He left because he didn't want to be involved with anything spooky, but they haven't done anything spooky with the Judgment Day. While some fans are likely frustrated by Edge's frequent turns, wrestling history shows that fans are often willing to forget bad booking decisions when it comes to a popular star. Should Edge still return as a heel? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.